Legend STOP. Came to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the word?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Lance going to put it up right away. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Geno. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
On play action, Lance.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw caught by Gray. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. On 2nd and 9, Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown there.
And the Niners have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Robbie Gold kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to.
Walker hit and the ball is out.
And this is going to be 49er football. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Lance now to throw.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give them the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Smith. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they work this out past the 25. Well, that's good for a 1st down. He's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Walker now on 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Geno. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. It got his man. Complete. Touchdown. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a similar shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay safe into the moment and into the game.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
open. That's Ray McCloud.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He finds Kittle going across the field.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Trey Lance
keeping it himself from 7 yards out.
And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Forced out to his left. And this one's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Back to 60.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Man open. It's Goodwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Smith. Dancing to his left.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The Lance going to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here's Lance.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ray McCloud as the first half is winding down.
And the 49ers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. He's got him in, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing.
And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the fumble recovery, Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
After the interception, here's Smith. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
They juked him. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up 1st downs.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Geno down to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A shotgun snap for Smith. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, so he'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for the first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now a play fake. Lance.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Lockett. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken around the 12. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Room here to run. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Gold to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Flush to his right. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided.
And he lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. There he goes, right side, past the 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
From the 29, Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about it.
He's got him in, complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
On 1st and 10, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now Geno on 1st down.
He completes this to Walker. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
2nd down at 5.
To the air again, Smith. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And 1st and 10 at the 11.
To throw is Smith. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here's Walker. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Again, Walker.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Geno's going to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Ready. Jack Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now goal for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Now they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. McCaffrey running up the middle. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Set, ready. Green jack.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And the Niners will continue on as we say so long, everybody.